Hello, YouTube. Not sure if I look particularly good, but you know what? It's hot as shit, so you know what? Screw you. Anyways, on to the point. You ever talk to someone, kind of, and then, you know, maybe they, like, you had people block you, you argue with them? Like, to give you an example, there was this feminist, actually, multiple feminists and other people, who I argue with on the internet. And, you know, after about fucking 10 hours of avoiding logic, ignoring my questions, ignoring my answers, asking the same thing over and over again, using ad hominem attacks, trying to use arguments having to do with the proper way to argue, even though my way, I assure you, was better than what they were doing. And basically 10 hours of calling me a misogynist rape supporter for about fucking 10 hours, you know, they would block me. Well, something similar to that has happened, not quite anything like that, but there is a person who, you know, every time I comment on their thing, they don't like my opinion. You ever seen, you know, they'll comment on yours, left several comments, never erased one except for one that I thought was kind of a little bit rude, you know. But, you ever know someone like that? Like, you know, they like to give their opinions, but the minute you're ready to give yours, they don't want to hear it. Of course. But that has nothing to do with this video. It just kind of annoyed me, and it motivated me to make a video. This has to do with a school system. Not a school system, but a school. I guess somewhere in North Carolina, you know, pretty much the hellhole of the earth. If the earth had an asshole, this would be it. Anyways. There's this rule now that if you are in school, in this school at least, that you can't forget anything. If you forget, say, your book bag, your books, maybe a pencil, I don't fucking know. Anything you forget, you can then, your parents or someone else can't bring it back. You can't go look for it. You can't get it. And you're basically punished, and you're going to lose your grade, get further back in your grade because you forgot something. This being in a school, a place where the whole purpose is to learn. You're supposedly there to learn, at least. You're there to do shit, to do certain shit that they have told you to do. Well, don't you think that shit would then, therefore, be a fuck of a lot easier to do if you have the shit to do it with? And by the way, before you confuse things, don't think I'm talking about someone who, much like I used to do, because, you know, I'm a fucking idiot, they would constantly lose their shit and leave it all over the place. No, I'm talking about pretty much, from my understanding, pretty much a first-time thing, you don't get your shit back. You can't make a mistake. What is the point of this? What is the point and what is the lesson to learn from this? That basically, in this fucking country, that if you fuck up, then that's it for you? That no one should help you, you should never help anyone else? Is that the fucking question? Because if not, I don't get it. I don't get what you're trying to teach children. This makes no sense. And it just seems like the biggest load of nonsense I've ever heard in my life. What is the fucking lesson to be learned here? What are you supposed to take away from this? And someone leaves the fucking comment that, you know, what if someone loses their food or they need a fucking medication, and some other idiot they leave and someone responds to that and they say, well, they're not porcelain dolls. Yes, I'm so sorry, they're not porcelain dolls. I'm sorry, you're not a porcelain doll, kid. You know, fucking the gym teacher, you know, run a lap around the fucking school for no goddamn reason. Okay, you know, got asthma. The kid has asthma. Oh, okay, that's okay, kid. You're not a porcelain doll. Go ahead and cough to death. Like, what the fuck do you mean? They're not porcelain dolls. Maybe they need medication. Maybe it's life-threatening. This is a violation of fucking rights, you fucking idiots. And if you support this, then I seriously have to question if you're not the stupidest fucking human being in existence. I've always felt like creationists, or those idiots that think, the women that think every time they go to a bathroom a tranny's trying to fuck them. I thought they were the stupidest people in existence. If you think it's a good idea to punish children for forgetting something, leaving something, doing something that they couldn't help and in no way hurts anyone else, you're a fucking asshole. Whoever this principal is, he should have to go by the same rule. Do you know how many times I was in fucking school and I would forget something, or not me, but the teachers? What about them? Do you know how many times I was in school and the teachers, they would have to go back to their car to get something, they locked it in their car. Sometimes they would take all the students with us to get the shit out of their car, or a spouse. They would have a spouse come and bring them their shit. Or one time, someone had to go home. They had to have someone else substitute for them. They had to go all the way back to their house to get something they forgot there. Because they're a fucking idiot. One time, a couple of times, the fucking teacher accidentally locked us out of their fucking classroom. Why don't you make them follow the same fucking rules you're making the kids follow, man? And that really brings me back to the next thing. There's no fucking point in school anyways. What the fuck did you learn in school? As I said in one of my comments, not to that person, but on the source of the comment. And that is basically, all you learn in school, all the fuck it's really there for, is to teach conformity, how to kiss ass and be a better worker, a better slave for the system. If you're lucky how to sell drugs, that's probably about as good as you'll get out of it. And you'll learn how to buy overly priced fucking shit clothing that happens to be fucking popular that month. That's about it. You're not going to learn anything of any value or worth whatsoever. And if you do learn it, you'll forget it. I learned a lot of shit. I've forgotten it. Mainly because I've never had to use it, because it's not important. You'll never have a job interview. You'll never go to work at an office or something and have someone ask you a fucking algebra question. Hey, what's A times C or D or something? No, it's never going to happen. It's horseshit. And the whole reason for school, really, in actuality, was this. And it had nothing to do with fucking teaching children to be president, or you'll be the next big celebrity or next star. And it has nothing to do with even helping them get a civilian job that they'll make good money at. It was strictly to get them to work in corporations. First, it was to give children enough information, just enough, they would work in factories. Back when you had sweatshops and child labor, that's why you went to school. You would learn just enough to work in the factory and not nothing else. And that's where it came from. It was basic, and it's still to this day. You know, why do you have to line up in line? Why do you have to ask to take a piss? You can't just go piss. You have to ask someone to piss. What do you think you're learning from this situation? It's there to make you into a fucking worker. You are a workhorse. You are a worker robot for the elite, the rich people in this country. It's George Carlin called them the fucking owners. And notice, the one thing you're never supposed to do is ask a question about what they tell you, what they teach you. You're never supposed to ask questions. That's the whole goddamn point of learning. It's not important to teach a kid how to read. If a kid wants to learn how to read, and he will because you have to live, he'll learn how to read. It's important to teach you, question what the fuck you read. Question, you fucking asshole. To all the fucking people out there watching this, question what you read. Teach your children to question what they read. Because if not, what you know how to read is fucking meaningless garbage, and it did you no good. Fuck off.